Hi, this is Reese Duraza, and welcome back to Duraza Productions. Also, please subscribe. And another thing, please watch our movie Backside the Moon. It's on Amazon Prime Video. Now, we got a lot to get in today, so hang tight. Now, we have a story to tell you about behind the scenes that involves the SWAT team in our movie. Now, here's the story. The whole point of shooting this scene is we had a whole cast and we wanted to make it as authentic as possible. So we had a whole cast in order to act as the SWAT. And when doing this, I remember we had to warn the whole neighborhood that we were shooting this scene because we were afraid that someone might call, the cops or anything. So what's so funny is that after shooting the scene, after my dad kept shooting the scene over and over and over, like doing like retakes and stuff, my mom wound up interrupting my dad while shooting. And I remember my mom was calling my dad, Mark, Mark, Mark. And my dad is like, I'm too busy shooting. What? And my mom is like, you got to get out here. And my dad's like, I can't, I'm too busy. And my mom is like, no, you have to get out there. The cops are here. And so not only the cops were here, the whole block was covered. And so anyway, it was really hard to shoot it because now the cops got involved because someone got back home from work, I guess, and called the cops thinking that the SWAT came in and broke into the house. And they thought the cops weren't notified that the FBI was involved. And so we had to tell everyone that we were just shooting a movie. And that's what was so crazy about this one particular scene. So, yeah. My father and Ramon, which is one of our costume designers, Ramon, they both went to the carpet store, and near the carpet store there was a huge dumpster, and it was filled with a lot of carpet foam. And so I remember my dad went up to the carpet store owner, and he basically asked, "Is it okay if we can take all this home?" And he said yes. So we wound up taking all the carpet foam out of the dumpster back to our house. And so anyway, one of our costume designers, Ramon, helped build the costumes, and we had to build 100 of these, or even more than 100. And we wound up measuring, we wound up cutting out. And by the way, you could buy real ones, but the real ones are really expensive, and we couldn't afford those. So we did it in the most cheapest way as possible. And we have examples we can show you. But as you can see, this is not one of the SWAT uniforms, but this is one of the military tactical vests. They're called tactical vests. And as you can see, it's made with the same material as the carpet foam. And we had to make a lot of these for both the SWAT team and the military. And for the military ones, we had to put a lot more stuff, like detail. Like this is like cardboard, and each is filled with wood, like a wooden plank. And you can see the back. And we had to make a lot of these, and we even used Velcro, everything. This is not a real vest. We made this. This is like homemade, and we did the same thing with the SWAT team as well. And also, as you can clearly see, we did the same thing with the helmets. Now, the helmets, we also used carpet foam, but we also used a really good, we used a thing called Plastipairs, which is a material which you mix. It's like used in construction and stuff, but you can use it for artistic stuff. And we, as you can clearly see, this is the Plastipairs. It's this white stuff right here. And we had to make copies of these. We made a mold, and we duplicated it, and we made many of these. We had to make tons of these for both the SWAT and the military because we had a huge scene that we had to do. And also, we even did the same thing with the guns as well. And so with the guns, we also had to make plenty of these as well. We had to make a mold as well, and we had to make a lot of these, and we spray painted it black and everything, as you can clearly see all the white stuff. And it's a really good material we were able to use. And it was the most cheapest way we were able to do it because buying real ones, or at least like BB guns, it's a lot more expensive, and they cost like hundreds upon hundreds of dollars, and we didn't want to deal with that. So we did it the best way as possible, and it looked really good on camera. And we got a lot more to get into, so here we go. Now, this is a picture of Mike Brindle, and as you can see, he's helped us contribute a lot to this movie of Backside the Moon. He's an artist, and he's one of my dad's closest friends, and also he's helped made a lot of moldings like guns, helmets, puppeteering, and all sorts of models he's helped us made, and he's been really great, and we're going to do a next video about him. Here are some photos of our scenes with the SWAT team. And when doing this, my dad had to do a lot of this in After Effects. So when we wound up putting everything in the timeline, my dad was the only one that was on the computer doing all the After Effects, and he had to make sure the scene looked really dark to make it feel like it was nighttime, because we shot this in the daytime and we couldn't shoot it at nighttime. So we had to put in, all the After Effects. And so when doing this, I remember there was also another scene with me, with one of the SWAT team grabbing me by the arm and taking me out to the front door. And in my mind, I was in character behaving like an alien. And there was also another scene with Alyssa, which is one of our, co-stars. She was being taken out to the door as well, saying, this is all your fault, Ben. And there was a helicopter in front, landing in one of the streets, and it was one of the toy models Ramon helped build, and we were spinning the helicopter propellers in order to make it look like it was flying down, landing. And when doing that scene, we had to do a lot of that on a green screen because we only shot as much as we could in real life before we started shooting this in our living room. Thank you very much. Please stay tuned. Also, for any of you that have not got to see the movie, it's called Backside the Moon. It's on Amazon Prime. Please check it out. And for any of you that managed to watch it, thank you. We really appreciate it. Also, stay safe, stay clear, and thank you.